Ladies and gentlemen, I've been watching the state of Georgia, for two reasons. Number one, I have family down there. And number two, I want to see if there's an uptick since they reopened the state. And there certainly is. So this just came out in the Atlanta Journal Constitution. Georgia had 999 new COVID virus cases overnight and 24 deaths. That brings their total of deaths up to 1,174. Wow. Over the last 7 hours, state officials have reported three more COVID virus related deaths and nearly 200 new cases across Georgia. The number confirmed coronavirus infections in the state has reached 28,332 on Saturday. And the number of people who have died of complications from the disease has increased to 1,174, according to the latest data from the Georgia Department of Public Health. Nearly 5,390 COVID patients have been hospitalized in Georgia so far, and at least 1,249 of those were admitted into a hospital's intensive care unit. As of 7 p.m., a total of 174,800 people have tested positive for COVID 19, and roughly 16.2% of those have returned positive results. Dougherty County continues to lead the state in deaths with 124, followed by Fulton with 122 and Cobb with 96. As of Saturday evening, there were 2,925 cases of COVID 19 in Fulton, 2,148 in DeKalb, and 1,932 in Gwinnett, 1,749 in Cobb, 1,694 in Hall, 777 in Clayton, 512 in Henry, 482 in Cherokee, 383 in Carroll, and 335 in Douglas, 324 in Bartow, 331 in Forsyth, 205 in Newton, 194 cases in Rockdale and Paulding counties. Wow. The Georgia Department of Public Health also reported an additional 24 coronavirus-related deaths since noon Friday. Georgia COVID-19 death toll stands. Okay, so that's Friday's number. So that would be different from Saturday. So I'm going to skip over that because that's not the most recent. The continued increase in the number of cases and deaths comes as Georgia emerges from a month-long shelter-in-place order. Friday was the first day for loosening restrictions on travel, business, and other activities for Georgians. While shops and other restaurants have started reopening, many residents remain wary about venturing out into public. Yeah, because the global pandemic is still going on. When Governor Brian Kemp announced Thursday that he was lifting the shelter at home order for most Georgians, he said the economic consequences of the lockdown equaled the threat from the new coronavirus. All elderly and medically fragile residents have been instructed to stay home until at least June 12th, and reopening businesses must follow social distancing and sanitation guidelines. And it's your elderly that are dying more than anyone else, but they're not going to tell you that. They want you to believe it's Black people. Just open up your obituary. Don't listen to the media. Don't listen to any of these folks that just notoriously hate us. Open up the obituaries. The obituaries, they're going to tell you the truth about who is dying in this country. See, they can keep telling us one thing, but those obituaries will tell you the truth each and every time. And it's not mostly us in the obituaries. Still, public health experts have criticized the governor's decision to reopen the state, predicting a surge of new cases in the coming week. It's already happening. It's already happening. So, those experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 are urged to schedule an appointment with their local health department, primary care doctor, or an urgent care clinic to get tested. Do not show up unannounced at a testing site, emergency rooms, and other health care facilities. State and local officials are also partnering with CDC to conduct antibody testing at randomly selected homes in Fulton and DeKalb County through Monday. Georgians can call the COVID-19 hotline. Okay, they got a hotline set up. All right, if they want to talk to a professional. Ultimately, this governor is going to look stupid. And all of the people out there protesting, they will too. This thing is highly contagious. And you can't tell me, just looking at those protests all over in different parts of the country, you can't tell me those people aren't contracting it. I know they are. But see, this is how devious America is. They ain't going to tell you. They're not going to tell you these people are getting it, but we know they are. But they will conveniently keep that out of the media. They'll keep it out, but they'll gladly get on the can and talk about what Black people got, though. But when it comes down to their own, they don't want to talk about it because it's bad. It's bad, especially among their elderly. It is exceptionally bad. Now, where I live, it's predominantly Black in this area. And when you look at the obituary, it is mostly elderly Caucasians. You just see a few of our people sprinkled in. You can count the Black people in the obituary on one hand, but you'll see pages and pages of elderly Caucasian men and women. So every time they try to tell you this is us, all you got to do is pick up the obituaries, and that will give you a clear picture of who's really dying in this country. See, they can't conceal that. They can get on TV or get in a newspaper and tell you something, but those obituaries are not lying. Mm-mm. But y'all, please tell me what you think. I am expecting the cases to go up. Now, Texas is another one that reopened, and I saw a story today that the numbers are going up in Texas. They can't beat this thing, y'all. They can't. They cannot beat this thing. And Trump calls it the enemy, an enemy that you can't get your hands on. But y'all, tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.